Hello everybody, it's your boy GCP Nick, aka Athena. Welcome back to round 2 of this 3-round series between our local play group that we had. As you can see, it's a Satin versus Athena matchup. I'm playing Athena, and we have our Satin player on the left there, who I believe he won the coin flip, so he's going first. So hopefully you guys grab a cup of tea and join me on this full-length 45-minute game. This one went the distance. Multiple instances of us both being in the tank about things and what we want to do and whether or not we are, playing right and wrong. So we'll do a quick rundown. As most of you know, attacks generate your resource. So Satin will have 10 bleed that she can generate, and Athena can have 6 focus at a time that she can generate. As you'll see, I've made some small changes to the layout. Hopefully you guys like it. The cards, they are a little bit bigger. I've made the cards a little bit bigger. They do sort of impede the play mat, but not really when you think about it. You can see on my side, I'm barely interacting with my resource field and my resource deck. Not the end of the world for a more clear image for you guys to see the cards a little bit better. So hopefully that looks good for you guys. If not, feel free to let me know. What's a Satin? Oh, Satin player, he's just reshuffling his deck. I'll do my best to kind of remember what's happening here. I like to give myself a little bit of time in between playing the matches and then editing them so I don't completely remember what's happening in the game. So we'll get this first turn out of the way here soon, hopefully. If you hear me sipping my tea, I apologize. Alright, looks like Satin's gonna draw for a turn here. And now that we're watching this over, we can actually see his hand a little bit here. We know he's got a Dark Golem core. There you go. He's gonna play Dark Golem core and then pass to me. I'm gonna draw for turn, and my objective here this game is to control the board. To make sure that I know how much damage could be coming into me and try and have the on-field advantage here. Gonna play a core. Gonna play Lena the Valiant here. And you're gonna notice a new mechanic that I'm kind of working with on my Athena deck. I do have some 12th Army units in my deck. You'll see why. But if you know and you can guess, that'd be even better. But you'll see it here. So what do we got? So we got my 4/4 for 2. Now it has no text, right? It's just a unit. But that is the reason it's in my deck. A 2-cost 4/4 is amazing. So it looks like our Satin player here is gonna tap 3 and play Kaito. This little bugger has haste, and he can attack readied units, which is exactly what he's doing. This is not part of my plan here. Oh man, I just played her, and yeah, she can. Looks like she's gonna go down because I got nothing. 2/2 or 2-cost no text. Kaito's gonna get that swing in, and looks like I'm gonna take 3 damage in the back end of that from Satin. No worries, we're gonna go ahead, draw for turn. You'll notice that Lena is a 12th Army unit, and there is a reserve card that works very well. Well, both reserve cards work really well for the 12th Army, but one more so than the other. Looks like we're gonna play 2 more cores and possibly get another unit out here. I'm gonna take a sip of tea while I think about what to do. Ooh, looks like I'm just declaring an attack right into Satin for 3. And the reason is I can't kill Kaito because he can pay a bleed to prevent 1 damage, so he would live. So that would be a wasted attack by me. Looks like we're going to bring out the best armor for Athena. the pay for phase Night's Fall. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it by now, but comes in rested as most reserve items do, not all. And I can tap it to pay the cost for a phase, or I can get myself 2 shield. Looks like I'm just gonna tap 3 for Balin the Firm. You'll notice one very, very important stat for Balin the Firm here. Defender. Rest unit to intercept incoming attack. And Firm is a good ability too if you have the focus to draw a card. Card draw is always great. But the intercept and the defender, those are what these 12th Army units are really providing me. And it's a way to deal with these haste units. Now it looks like Kaito is going to attack Balin again. So I'm going to Thunder Shield it. And the reason I'm Thunder Shielding it is actually because I want the focus to draw the card on his death if he died. Obviously I didn't know that he had Shuriken, which gives it the +2 and then gets the, if he gets the KO he gets a bleed. But I wanted the card draw, so a win-win, I guess you could say. Ooh, what's he gonna do? Looks like he's spending a bleed. I wonder what he could be doing here. Oh, did he have 2 bleeds there? I didn't even notice. Either way, he's bringing in the Ravenheart Retreat, which when an Assassin's Guild unit you control KOs a unit, draw a card and discard a card. If it was an Assassin's Guild unit, generate a bleed. Pretty powerful. Okay, he's gonna play a Midori, which is just a Toxin Thirst unit. So Thirst, generate a bleed. Toxin, pay 1 bleed, +1 damage. I actually really like Satin's deck. I have my own Satin deck, and I think it's very strong. Dare I say it might even be good enough to rival the Keshi, some of the Keshi decks out there, but we will see. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas, a Happy New Year, etc., etc. Well, not Happy New Year because this comes out before New Year, but everybody has a good Christmas. So it looks like I'm declaring the attack into Kaito, and I'm tapping 3 to play Guess Again, which will give me a +1, and I will then be able to return Midori back to his hand and generate a focus, and my attack will generate a focus. The good news is making it so it's 4 instead of 3 means that he can't spend the the bleed to keep Kaito alive. That's what I was going for on that one. Now, no units on board is actually better for me than it is for Satin. Unless she's gonna blood pack that turn to have an effective 8 energy, I should be in a better spot most of the time. So I'm gonna go out, throw out another Balin the Firm, see if we can maybe get something done here. I'm probably gonna bring in, if I had to guess, one of my battlegrounds. Let's see what I decide. Oh, I'm actually gonna bring in the best weapon in the game, Azure Wrath. My favorite weapon as well. Well, most of the Athena cards are my favorite. Maybe that's my unconscious bias. But the reason Azure Wrath is so powerful is that when Athena is swinging, it's +2, which makes it 5 when you're at base, which is that's a huge swing. 3 + 2 is 5. I mean, that's just really great. So the rest and remove is also fantastic, right? 2 focus can really push you over the edge if you need to, I don't know, bring out one of your big reserve cards. Looks like I've passed it back to Satin. I'm getting smoked here. Oh my good gracious. He's declaring an attack into me for 3, then boosting it up to 5. I'm gonna attempt. What's going on here? Is this still on the stack? I don't think this is still on the stack. I think yeah, it's resolved. So I'm living on 1 HP. Not great. I would like to not level up so early on in this game. But you know what? That's the power of Satin, right? She can push that damage. She can really, really push that damage. Well, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Looks like I'm about to get blood packed. Oh, jeez. Tis fine, tis fine. Yep, I'm getting blood packed. Ready all energy. Very, very powerful. 8 energy on essentially, I mean, as soon as you can get it is turn 3. Because if you go first, you can put 1 energy, then 2, and then 1 more. But if you go second, so turn 3 is the earliest you could have done it. Oh no, a Diatsu. Another big hitter. 4 cost, 5/5. Another Thirst Toxin unit generates a bleed, +1 to attack. So he can really actually be coming in for 6. So I really need an answer to that. ASAP. We also don't get to play against Satin very often, so this was kind of a tougher matchup to know what to do and when to play it. Looks like I'm gonna imbuement seal that back to the bottom of his deck, generate a focus. I think that's worthwhile. 4 cost spell for a 4 cost unit. And here we go. Like I said, I'm coming in for that. I'm coming in for that big 5 swing. Huge. Looks like now I might be going for a battleground here. Probably be smart to get one out, right? That's right. I'm gonna bring out the Phoenix Keep. The Phoenix Keep. Phoenix Keep. The Phoenix Keep. Now, what this does and why this is so powerful in my Athena 5th Army deck, for 2 things. A lot of the units, I think I'm running 10 or 12. I think it's around 10 or 11 12th Army units. And 90% of them have defender or intercept or some sort of, anti-haste mechanic. So I run Phoenix Keep because 12th Army units gain burn. On KO, deal 1 damage to the enemy commander. And then when a 12th Army unit dies, transfer 1 focus to the keep. I can have 3 under there. Then, whenever I want, well, in my main phase, I can discard all the focus to summon a 12th Army unit from my hand for essentially free, right? Because the units have already been summoned and died. And I'm using the focus that I'm gaining from them to bring a unit in. It is so strong because the chip burn, looks like I just evoed. Oh, I went to 0 health and then I leveled up. So now we're level 1. So we're not in a great state right now, but that's fine. We want to get control of the board here, but that's okay. So the reason I didn't intercept the Satin attack is because I wanted the focus from level up to be able to intercept with Balin to get the draw 1. So, it's a little give and take there. And we're going to move a focus to underneath the Phoenix Keep so we can potentially summon a unit for free later on. Now I do gain the Tactics ability, which I can discard 3 focus to draw a card. I'm going to be honest, I have never been in a position where I've been able to afford that. Only having 6 focus, you're really using them for other things during the game, so. Looks like Satin's gonna prepare by spending 2 bleed to gain 3 bleed, a net positive of 1 bleed. He's gonna bring out Blood Temple, which will, units with Thirst will now generate 2 bleed instead of 1, basically double. Then you can also rest it to draw 2 cards, then discard a card, and then, or pay 2 bleed if it's, and keep 1 if it's an Assassin's Guild unit getting discarded. He's gonna tap 2 for Miyugi, which will let him draw a card because he had less than 4. He drew the dragon. He then discarded that to draw a card, and I realized that things are going pretty quick here, and he just prepped another prep with bleed. So I am forced to counterspell it because I can't, you know what I mean? Like he's just going crazy here. I have to slow him down. And then of course he blood jars. Goodness gracious. That's okay. He's gonna pass it back to me. Now things are looking grim. A little grim here. Because like I said earlier, I want board control. And I don't really have any of that right now. But that's okay. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards. I probably drew something super good. Oh, it looks like I potentially drew a Golem Core. So I want to know what I could... Oh, take back. Yep, there we go. Love Counterspell. Another cute little Golem Core going in there. The good thing about the Golem Cores is they can phase. You know, they can phase from the energy field for a +1 damage, which, you know, could be the difference in an attack. My board state is just atrocious here. What are we doing, Nick? We gotta, like, step it up here. Okay, it looks like we're finally going for a move here. We've got the Satin player on 1 life here, so all we gotta do... Okay, it looks like I'm declaring an attack. Into... His... Oh. He's gonna discard to pop it up. I'm gonna tap the sword to make it 2, so that's 6. He's gonna discard another card, which actually would have only blocked 6. So it would have died still, so I let him know, hey, you know, even if you smoke bomb throw away, you're not gonna get it, so maybe just keep that one. And he chose to do that. We are playing for a winner's card, you know, but like, we're all homies, you know what I mean? Little slip-ups happen all the time. Oh my gosh, I'm going big. Knight Major Brock on play. He's gonna enforce, which means he's gonna put target unit with cost 4 or less to the bottom of the owner's deck. I don't even remember what I targeted. Probably is Midori or Migu or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna rip a Soul Guard armor because I had to already get rid of my Phase Gauntlet. I mean, goodness gracious. We're getting fried here, but I have a big unit on board. And a big unit he is. You guys are in for a treat the way I absolutely used Knight Major Brock. So he's gonna play a Megumi, then an Azalea. Got those low cost units. He's gonna smack me for 3. I'm gonna take it. I don't got much in the way of stopping that. Ooh, what's he gonna bring out? Also, I have my own Satin deck, which I've played recently, but during the time of this recording, I had only played Satin once before, to be honest with you, and I got absolutely clobbered by the Blood Dragon. I wasn't able to kill it the turn it came out, and then I just took 2 7 swings back to back. Looks like he's going to bring out the Blood Elixir, which when a unit is KO'd, you can transfer 1 bleed to underneath the blood jar, and then when you rest and remove the blood jar, you heal your commander for each bleed underneath. So that's pretty powerful. He is going to pass it to me. What can I cook up? I've got no focus, but I do have a big 6/6. You know what I mean? So I can do a little damage here, hopefully. Oh, I got another Golem Core. Yippee! The art is so pretty. I love the chibi art. I can't lie. All of the Satin cards you'll notice are chibi. I would talk to one of the owners for Soul Masters, and he gave me access to all of the art files so that I could make these for you guys. And for Satin, it's all chibi, which is totally fine because she's cute as heck. But I kind of want the chibi cards for Athena, right? You know. Anyways, I play in Athena's Blessing, which, as you know, generate a focus, and then I can choose to sacrifice it and either give +2 damage to a unit or commander, or +2 armor to a unit or commander. So I can either use it on the defense or use it on the offense. Good for both. Great. Athena's Blessing and Bastion, those two cards, are tied for, in my opinion, the best cards in the Athena deck. They are just so powerful for 1 cost. Looks like he's gonna Smoke Bomb and I think heal, so that he would have lived on 1, but I'm gonna tap the sword, pop the Evo. He's gonna go down to 0 life, but then level up and go back up to 10. Pretty soon here. You know, I always put the asterisk next to the 0 just to show you guys that, you know, the lethal damage has been done, but not like they're actually at 0. Yeah, you guys know. If you know, you know. Just to visually represent that you've evoed. We're gonna hit a little bit of a librarian here. Look through my deck for anything I want, you know. And I took that personally, and I'm actually gonna blunder here, and I'm gonna select a unit that I'm not allowed to select, because as you can see on Librarian, it says search your deck for an Athena Stormkai, or Kyle, I'm not sure. Wow. For a 5th army unit or her spell or ability, and I actually put down a 12th army unit. Uh-oh. I shouldn't be blundering like that, but anyways, no big deal. I quickly realized I couldn't do that, and I brought out my GOAT. My favorite card, Bastion. You'll see it later when he comes out, if he comes out. He's a little shy, you know, he's just a little cutie patootie. But yeah, what's the game state at right now? So we're both Evo 1. I'm at 7, he's at 10. My board is a little bit better just because I have more damage, but I have to be careful with how I use Knight Major Brock because he can get killed quick. Anyway, we're gonna bring out the boy, my GOAT Bastion. And again, like I said, the way to counter the haste units, the Athenas, the Satins, is to play defenders, to play intercepts, to play all that good stuff. So we're gonna get the Bastion out there. It's always a toss-up to me on whether it's better to spend the 1 resource to put Bastion on the field, or to put him in the energy field and potentially keep that energy up to negate an attack. The problem is, more often than not, I think it's better to put him on the field, even though he could get assassinated or shivved or executed. You know, I think it's worth the risk. I will be honest though, when I'm playing Keshi, he's getting executed all the time. Like, he's getting Jacquelined or Bale forwarded or I don't even know. I mean, he's just getting rolled. He can't live to save his life. Looks like I'm gonna get poked by Azalea. Now I do have a lot of defense here. I'm just gonna take it. Take the 2 damage. Go down to 5. Now I'm gonna get attacked for 4, and Satin's generating a suspicious amount of bleed here. I'm not too sure I like where this is going. I basically passed back priority. I said no, I'm good to take the 4, and then I think he's doing something. Oh no. He said, "Oh wait a second, you passed priority back." But the thing is, now I get priority again, right? That's how it works. We pass until both people pass. Pass. I think he's letting it go. But he didn't say it, you know? Like, I remember. I'm remembering this part. I said I'm good with it. And he said, wait. And then I don't think he says anything else. I think he just goes into something. I just think he just plays another unit here, to be honest with you. He doesn't pass or anything. Which is fine. I'm just gonna... Oh, I'm getting shurikened. Yeah. I'm gonna have to intercept it. But that's giving him a free bleed, because my Bastion is gonna die. It's gonna get KO'd. Blah. That's okay. He did his job. I mean, he's basically the shadow for my deck, but I can only have 2, if you can believe that. That's fine. It's because I have the trap ability as well. Good gosh, he's gonna bring out an Azalea, and then I'm gonna get poked for 4 here, right? Because I didn't take the damage because I sacked my Bastion. So now I'm gonna take 4 damage. I'm gonna go down to 1. Oh, here we go. So he's sneak attacking me, which basically means because he pays to it's basically Swift Strike or Shadow Strike, whatever. You can rest your unit to add their attack to your attack. So he's hitting me for 4. He plays that, rests Azalea, so now I'm getting hit for 6. So I'm lethal. This is lethal. I'm gonna Evo here. All right, I'm gonna play Displacement. So I am allowed to switch the attack. So I can switch where this 6 damage is coming in. I'm switching it to Night Major Brock, and then because I'm allowed to discard for him, I'm discarding Avenging Angel, putting him to an effective 8 health, which means he's gonna live, and I'm not gonna Evo. Guys, if I'm being honest with you, I couldn't even have dreamed up this play any better than in the moment I did. Now, what he's asking about is if he can discard the 4 bleed to buff his attack. He cannot, only because it has to be done in main. So we are in combat right now, so you can't do that. But if he had done it before, maybe. But either way, he lives. Brock lives. I live. I don't get Evo'd. You know, I am about to get Blood Dragoned here, but you know what? A win's a win, you know? I am so proud of myself for cooking that up. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm getting Blood Pact, or no, what's it called? I forget what it's called. We'll see it here in a second. I'll put it up. Put it on screen. Put the feet on screen, please. But yeah, that was such a cool play by me, and that's one of the reasons I hold up... Oh, Fallen Angel. That's one of the reasons I hold up mana, or energy, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna get Fallen Angeled here, which will put the dragon at 8 HP. Now, the dragon comes in, and it doesn't have... You know, I have 1 turn, basically, to figure out what to do before he starts swinging for 7. He has 8 life right now. It's my turn. I have Brock, who swings for 6. So, you know, I've got some damage, you know, that I might be able to work with here. Let's see what I can cook up. I also still have my Athena's Blessing in the corner there, so I could have used that for the Night Major Brock defense, but I had a plan for it for later on. Oh, another core. Guys, the art, I know I say this every video, but the art is so beautiful for this card game that is genuinely, like, not all of why I play, but it's a huge part of why I play. The fact that the whole card is art, you know what I mean, for all cards, it just is it's so pretty. I love the way they do that. Can't praise them enough for that. Looks like I'm declaring an attack into one of his units. He's gonna throw a bleed onto there. Now here's one thing that the Satin player didn't know about, and that I didn't notice until I'm rewatching it now in the recording. When you rest the blood jar, you're actually supposed to take the bleed from your resource deck, not from your resource field. The same way when you pay, I'm gonna play Thom, which, by the way, look at this goated card. Love Thom, such a cool promo card that I have there. But similar to when you pay for the blood dragon, you are paying 8 bleed back to your resource deck and then transferring it under the dragon, right? And that's how it works. That's how it's supposed to work for the bow, the blood jar, for everything that pulls resources, is that it's supposed to come from your resource deck. He was pulling it from his resource field, and I only just noticed that now that I was editing. So I'm gonna have to let him know about that, just so that he can, you know that in the future. He's a Keshi player anyways, so we just asked him to play Satin this time. So it looks like I'm gonna bring out a Phase Ranger as well, probably to phase. Oh, I'm pulling back. Oh my goodness, I'm pulling back all 5 of my resources, and I'm playing Overload. Rest all enemy units, and they cannot ready next turn. So problem with that is that now I have to attack the dragon because it's rested and it has taunt. So can I kill it? Well, I'm going to declare Brock into the dragon, give him Athena's blessing, which will put him at 8. And that's it. He's got nothing for it. I did it. I killed the blood dragon on the same turn it came out. Oh man, I'm still smiling about this. I feel like when it happened, I was so excited because it's basically game over if that thing lives. Unfortunately, I had to pass turn. And yep, his units do not ready, so I bought myself a little bit of a buffer here. Oh, what a play by me. I mean, that is just... That's the best Athena player in the country right there, guys. I'm the best Athena player in Canada. You know, I hate to say it, I really do, but it's true. You know, you ain't gonna get plays like this anywhere else in Canada. You'll probably get it in America, because that's where most Soul Masters players are. But I think I put a lot of time in theory crafting my deck, making sure I'm making the right plays, and I still lose, you know. Keshi still overruns me sometimes and things like that, but I think when played right, Athena is just so dominant. So we're gonna see how the rest of this one plays out. Just because the blood dragon's wrong doesn't mean anything for Satin here. He's gonna pull out the bow, which, by the way, comes in readied, and also goes back to the reserve deck when it's sacrificed. It doesn't get exiled. I learned that actually after I did the judges test, that's how that works. Pretty cool. Looks like I'm gonna get poked here again. Oh, he thought he had to attack Thom, but he was not rested. So I'm gonna get poked for 5. 4? Yeah, 4. Oof. So I'm gonna go to 1. Oh my goodness, I'm about to evo again. Are you kidding me? Oh, here we go. Diatsu Kaisen, the goat of the Assassin's Guild. Surely he is one of the strongest Assassin's Guild units. Yeah, that is going to be a tough one to get rid of. We're gonna pay 1, and we're gonna bring out the best card in the game, another Athena's Blessing. Oh man, I love this thing. I'd have 10 Athena's Blessings if I could. I can only have 3, but I would have 10. Looks like I'm putting Thom into one of his Azaleas just to get that taunt up. And again, I'm not paying attention while he transfers the bleed from his resource field. I'm looking at my cards face down. What, did I draw a core? Did I draw a core again? Did I actually? I'm forgetting if I did or not. Anyways, like I said, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Oh, I'm declaring 6 into him. Holy moly. See what I mean? The sword is so strong. It comes with the starter deck, so if you pick up the Athena starter deck, you have all you need to play. But my goodness, it is so good. So we're gonna attempt a little 6 poke here. See what happens. I think we're slowly seeing the shift in the board control, right? I didn't have good control early because Satin is able to get those early, 1-2 cost cards out, a couple 3 costs here and there. And for me, it takes a little bit longer. I finally have a good board state where I have a taunter, right, in the way. And yeah. What am I gonna do here? Oh, it looks like I'm gonna Thunder Shock the Blood Jar. After I... So I'm Thunder Shocking it after I rested it last turn. Because, yeah, if I can't get rid of it, if I can't waste an attack on it, I might as well just keep it down. That's funny. Looks like I'm gonna declare an attack into him. It looks like I'm gonna phase him. I'm gonna swap him with the phase soldier, which means I need to pay an additional 1 for the difference between 2 to 3. Yep. So I paid the cost to phase, paid the additional 1. So that's a good. That's 5 damage coming right into face here. That's a good one. If only I had the phase temple out. I still run the phase temple, but. Or do I? Yeah, I do. It's putting him in a precarious spot. He's going to block 2 of it, so he's going to take 4 damage here. Okay. I miscalculated, and he's only taking 3 damage? Oh, maybe he paid a bleed to heal. Yeah, that's probably what he did. I don't think I was watching. Oops. Yeesh. He's making me work for this one, huh? Oh my gosh. It looks like I just declared Knight Major Brock right into him. So we're going to get Satin level 2. 15 big ones. 15 HP. And I'm going to pass the turn. Blood Jar does not ready up. I hate that card. Well, essentially Bastion is that card, so he probably hated that too when he did. But he was able to shuriken my Bastion and get value out of it, right? Blood Jar just gives him bleed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I should have noticed here. He moves the bleed from the field to Diatsu Kaisen, and he's supposed to grab it from the deck. Ah, that's okay. It's been noted. I'll let him know. I am a little worried about the 3rd Shuriken here on Knight Major Brock with Diatsu Kaisen able to come in for 5 plus the Shuriken would be 7. So looks like he's gonna do Azalea into Thom, which will allow me to draw a card off the Firm, and he will take 1 damage because the Phoenix Keep is actually still active. So he will take that chip damage. No big deal. Hey, every damage counts. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think I'm either getting poked for 5 by Satin or by Diatsu Kaisen. And it looks like it's going to be Diatsu Kaisen. Yeah, there's not much I can do to live against that. So I'm going to go down to 0. I'm going to level up. And I'm going to go to the big 1-5 as well. Big old 15 HP. Now, what can my beautiful angelic angel do with 15 life points and 7 damage? I'm threatening 7 damage a turn with my weapon. Right now, on board, I actually have lethal. I have 7 from myself, 6 from Brock, 4 from the phase soldier. That right there is 17 damage out of 14. So it is really on this Satin player to figure something out. Looks like I'm getting poked. Ooh. I'm going to play Thunder Shield again to prevent 2 of the damage. So I'm going to take 3, but generate a focus. I need all the focus I can get here because I really need to... Blood Jar is going to ready up next turn, and I can't afford to let that happen. He's asking me why I never use my armor. And I'll explain it here as well. The reason I'm not... I could use the armor each turn to block 1, but the real value of this armor is that when you rest and remove it, you block the equivalent of your hero's shield value, which in Evo 3 is 3. So it is much more valuable for me to let 1 or 2 damage go through and then potentially block a big hit with sacrificing it. Because he may be trying to bait out me using it to just block 1 when I could save it and block 3. And that's kind of the reasoning on why I didn't use it there. He was only going in for 5 and I had Storm Shield, so cracking it would have been useless. So looks like he's just passing it to me. Or is he? No. He's going to... Oh, he's going to pay for and assassinate my phase soldier. Which is, yeah, costs 4 or less. It only costs 3. Good play. That's a good play. That was a good play. Did he have 4 bleed? No, he didn't. He only had 3 bleed. Oh no! If he had 1 more bleed, he could have assassinated Night Major Brock, and it probably would have been a different game here. Wow, that was still pretty good. That was still pretty good. Now the good news is, here's the good news. He did just spend 4 on that, which means he's basically hands down. He can't play anything else this turn. So this is my chance. I still have 6, 11. I have 13 damage on board, plus my blessing is 15 damage. So I have 15 damage on board right now. So I really just need to... Oh, I'm going to crack the Phoenix Keep. Nice. You'll notice I was grabbing the focus from the resource deck, so I don't know why they weren't. Anyways, going to put out Lena the Valiant. Not really sure if that's going to do anything for me this turn. I don't think I was thinking in my head that I had the damage needed. Maybe I counted wrong. I don't think I did, because I'm gonna declare an attack into him, tap the sword, so that's 7. I'm gonna pay 3, and I'm gonna spirit punch him right in the jaw. So target commander gets +3. And generate a focus, draw a card. I'm 99% sure I don't even draw the card here. This is my first time putting Spirit Punch back in. So he's gonna heal. He's gonna heal 1. Okay, so for those wondering, so I'm hitting him for 10. 12. I also put the blessing on. I just cracked the blessing for +2 damage. So I'm hitting him for 5 from myself, 7 from the weapon, 10 for Spirit Punch, and 12 with the Athena's blessing. Basically, if he does not have a way to live this, he's dead. So Because, yeah, that is... He's going to go down to 2. He's going to go down to 4 because he healed and discarded. And then I think he cracks the blood jar, which had 3 under it, so he's going to go back up to 7, which actually is pretty good. Now you're going to notice something. I have 4 focus, and what costs 4 focus? That's right. I'm gonna Queen's Champion for the +1 damage to Knight Major Brock, so he swings for 7 instead of 6. Yeah, I mean, does it get any better than this, guys? Like, this game was so exhilarating to me. This was one of the most fun I've ever had. So I'm gonna go ahead and declare the attack into him for 7 because of the +1, and I also will have 2 armor for the next turn. And I think he realizes that, yeah, that's it, and I take the game. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the final game where I play against Keshi, I believe. Thanks for watching.